In this lesson, we will be learning more about the Fold and Hang workspace and how to navigate and utilize the tools. The Fold and Hang workspace allows you to take the same garment file being used for design, prototyping, and production and use it for a variety of presentation cases, such as laying a garment flat on the floor, folding a garment, putting a garment on a hanger, hanging a folded garment on a hanger, putting multiple hangers on a rack. To fold and hang garments, we go to the Fold and Hang workspace by clicking the Workspace selector, then clicking Fold and Hang. The Fold and Hang workspace differs from the regular workspace. Let's run through the tabs and tools available here. At the top, we have the main toolbar, which consists of Select, 3D Fold, Drop, Pinch, Brush, and Texture. As usual, the tools available in the horizontal contextual menu vary according to the tool selected. Sizes, snapshots, and colorways icons and the simulation tools are the same as the regular workspace. On the left, the Resources tabs consist of the usual materials and 3D tabs. Then we have the 2D window and the 3D window. For Fold and Hang, we mostly use the 3D window. Here is a tip. Changing the 3D environment to floor grid can be useful to identify where the floor is and when folding garments. The context view displays an enhanced version of the 3D styling pane with important properties like crease edge and strengthen fabric. There are various approaches to folding and hanging a garment. We can use combinations of different tools to achieve a similar result. Eventually, you build an individual workflow according to your preferences. Let's now dive into the main tools to learn how we can use them. The Select tool in the Fold and Hang workspace behaves like the Move tool in the styling pane. It allows you to select pieces and move them around in the 2D and 3D windows. Selection of internal lines is not supported. We can multi-select pattern pieces and move them. We can also enable all pieces in the horizontal contextual menu to select all the patterns and move the whole garment as it is. To easily move the patterns in the 3D window, we can enable the 3D gizmo to precisely move or rotate the pattern along the X, Y, and Z axis. The Select tool is often used to place the garment on the hanger or to rotate it to be parallel to the floor, ready to be folded. We click Dress to allow the garment to simulate or fall to the floor. In the horizontal contextual menu, we also have options to freeze the pose and to enable or disable gravity. Alternatively, we can use the Drop tool. We can use this tool to drop the garment to the floor and rotate it 90 degrees in the X-axis to make it face up or down. Here's another tip. Before dropping a garment to the floor, it is best practice to change the avatar pose to A pose or T pose. This helps spread out the pieces before folding. In the horizontal contextual menu, we have the options to hide the avatar, save a snapshot, disable gravity, and turn on the 3D gizmo. Note that you can use the Drop tool to rotate the garment at any time during folding. The 3D Fold tool allows us to fold a garment. In the 3D window, we first click where we want the fold line to be. Then we use the gizmo to adjust the angle of the fold line and to fold the garment along that line. The default line added is perpendicular to the bottom of the screen. To add a line that is parallel to the bottom of the screen, we press Ctrl while clicking on the garment. When doing a 3D fold, we are able to restrict the fold action to the selected piece or pieces by enabling Per Selection in the horizontal contextual menu. This is especially useful when there are pieces overlapping one another and we only need to fold one piece. If there are multiple pieces or panels that we need to fold, we need to ensure that we select all the pieces we want to fold over. For example, a sleeve piece with cuff and placket pieces sewn to it. To know which side of the garment will fold, we can see the line perpendicular to the fold angle. The side of the garment on the same side as the yellow circle is the side that moves when we fold the garment. To change the side that moves, we can click Flip Side on the horizontal contextual menu, or click on the purple circle in the 3D window. Other options on the horizontal contextual menu include Hide Avatar, Save Snapshot, and Gravity. Note that the 3D fold is not the same as the fold option under Line Properties. Folding the garment in 3D does not affect the pattern pieces. The Pinch tool is the same tool used in the 3D styling feature. We use this tool to push or pull the garment, or a part of it. The options in the horizontal contextual menu are similar to the ones in the 3D styling pane. We can adjust the radius of the pinch, save a snapshot, freeze the pose, enable auto lock, disable gravity, and turn on the 3D gizmo. Next, we have the Brush tool, which is also the same as the Brush tool in the 3D styling pane. We use this tool to paint an area of the garment where we want to apply 3D styling effects. The options in the context view are the same as the Pinch tool, except for the Erase tool, which allows us to erase a portion of the selected area. A tip about the Pinch or Brush tool: if we make multiple selections, the gizmo also displays with the red, green, and blue squares. We can drag a square to make the selected areas go closer or further away from one another. This makes it easy to style and straighten the edges when folding. The Texture tool is the same as in the regular Workspace. We use this tool to adjust the position of materials by dragging them to a new location. The horizontal contextual menu options include disabling and enabling the movement of material, whether to be able to move material on an internal line or on the outside or inside of a pattern piece, and whether to enable the gizmo. And that concludes our tour of the main tools available in the Fold and Hang Workspace. In the next lesson, we will learn more about the 3D styling pane within the Fold and Hang Workspace. For more information, visit our Help Center.